From Health Matters, today marks 10 years since the UN house was bombed by Boko Haram terrorists in Abuja. Thus notwithstanding, the United Nations says it remains committed to helping Nigerians realize their dreams. The resident coordinator gave this assurance at the 10-year memorial of the devastating event. Moyo Thomas reports.
26th August 2011. At exactly 10:20 a.m., a suicide bomber in a car laden with explosives headed straight for the UN house building. Without much hindrance, the car rammed into the building. Daytime suddenly turned into night as a part of the building burst in flames. Within minutes, the news had gone round Abuja metropolis. UN house was in ruins. In all, 23 fatalities were recorded, 13 UN staff and 10 from partnering agencies. About 60 others sustained varying degrees of injury. 10 years after, the memory lingers as the UN holds a memorial in honor of those who died. At exactly 10:20 a.m., the exact time 10 years ago, 1 minute of silence was observed.
May the soul of the departed rest in perfect peace. Somehow, I have derived strength in our promise to the departed that we would refuse to be cowed by violence, remain defiant against terror, and recommit ourselves to supporting the Nigerian people to fulfill their dreams of a future of prosperity, peace, and security.
This was immediately followed by a wreath-laying ceremony. It is an emotional moment as David SULE, named after his dad, who was one of the victims who died, lays a wreath at what remains as a memorial of a father he never met. He was born a month after his death in the blast. With the tears, he speaks with TVC.
I feel like I said, now when the father, I feel I am nothing.
It's okay.
To live without a father in a house is not easy. You better have a father as a father figure than even to not have it totally. And he was a very strong and hearty person. He loves his children very well.
CHINEDU UMEH, a staff of UNAIDS, is one of the 60 injured in the blast, a day he also can never forget.
You know, seeing dead bodies everywhere, and I was in a mess and didn't know that I'm going to survive the next second. It was just by God's grace that I was alive and was taken care of, flown to South Africa after a few days of, some few treatment here in Nigeria. And it went well. I came back after a year of being at the hospital.
The wounds go beyond the physical scars and runs deep.
I wasn't wearing glasses before. I had a laceration in the eye. One of the eye was damaged. I have these cords and the big one here behind my head. I have my broken metatarsal, the left foot, and then some bruises and dislocation in my arm. So quite coming down from second floor. I came down with the debris from second floor.
Rising from the ruins took several years. The UN building itself was only rebuilt in 2019. It is still heart-wrenching, realizing that 10 years after the UN bomb blast and 12 years after the first terrorist attack by Boko Haram, Nigeria still battles terrorism despite promises by the government. The only way to truly honor not just the memory of the victims of the bomb blast in the UN building, but every other Nigerian that have suffered an attack or the other through insecurity is to seek an end to the insurgency and terrorism besetting Nigeria. Moyo Thomas, TVC News, Abuja.